When they say senseless and random, like this is literally the definition of senseless and random.
Yeah.
Unless he actually knew her somehow, but I don't think they didn't know each other.
Yeah, it was just weird. The look on his face was weird too.
The look on his face was weird.
It was weird.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. He looked weird. He looked like
he's possessed or he has some voices.
Disturbing and deadly random attack in North Carolina. A 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee killed, stabbed by a passenger on a public transit train. New surveillance video shows what happened and a warning. You may find it disturbing. Skylar Henry reports.
It's just before 10 p.m. on August 22nd, and 34-year-old Decarlos Brown Jr. is seated on a Charlotte light rail train. Several other people are around him. According to officials, a few minutes later, the train doors open, and 23-year-old Iryna Zarutska gets on and takes a seat in front of Brown. She's wearing what appears to be a work uniform, AirPods, and looking at her phone. But then, the unthinkable happens. You see Brown pull out what officials say was a pocket knife. He unfolds it, then stands up behind Zarutska. What we aren't showing you is the moment where Brown then stabs Zarutska several times and walks away. Here you can see Brown trying to get off the train. Then a few people spring into action, attempting to save Zarutska. She would die from her injuries. Meanwhile, Brown, who has removed his hoodie, waits for the train to stop. Then you see him exit.
Officials say it appears that Brown and Zarutska did not know each other, and a motive for the stabbing remains under investigation. According to court documents, Brown has a criminal history dating back to 2011, including robbery with a dangerous weapon and other offenses. Charlotte's mayor, Vi Lyles, released this statement on X, saying in part, "This was a senseless and tragic loss. My prayers remain with her loved ones as they continue to grieve through an unimaginable time."
Brown is charged with first-degree murder and remains behind bars.
Skylar Henry, CBS News.
Anyone defending this is obviously trash, man. I mean, this is just so. I mean, people like it amazes me that how people like this are let loose, and then like people wonder why things like this happen. I mean, this guy is obviously deranged. He looks crazy as hell from that picture. I mean, it's just so sad. She probably just coming home from work, and then like she's probably working a long, stressful job, and then comes home to randomly die off of some random guy on a train, which is why that's a situation all by itself.
What's that?
No, I just kind of blink.
You said a word there that really is the key to me, and that's random. Because a lot of times, like, violence occurs, it's not random, right? You talked about this. Yeah. It's really not random. So as just an everyday civilian, you go about your day and you're like, okay, if I don't F around, I probably won't find out.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I'll be fine. I'm just gonna go about my business, go on the train, whatever. But stuff like this makes you realize that like random things can happen.
Yeah.
Like random acts of violence do occur and you never know when they may occur. And you always have to be vigilant. Like I was at the barbershop and I'm going somewhere with this. My barber made fun of me or he's not my barber, he's the owner of the shop, but he's always making fun of me because he'll see me walking and he's like, yo, you're always walking with your head down on your phone, not paying attention to your surroundings. And I'm always laughing it off like, yeah, I'm at where I'm at. It's a safe location. And he's like, man, you can never know. And he's former military or whatever. And it just reminds me of stuff like this. Like, and I've been watching a lot of videos lately. I'm going on a tangent here about active self-defense. And there's a guy has a YouTube channel and he just shows videos on how to protect yourself. And it's always people that you see the two extremes.
Yeah.
Some people who are not aware of their surroundings at all, just lost in the sauce, who are not prepared when something happens versus those that are vigilant. I'm not saying that it's her fault that she was.
No, it's not. Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I guess my point is that you just never know when random things like this can happen. And it just makes you
paranoid.
Makes you kind of paranoid.
Makes you super paranoid.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even me, like growing up as a child, so my family, they came from kind of like a not the safest place. So I always grew up, like as a kid, they used to always tell me like, take your headphones out. If you're walking, take your headphones out. Or if me and like my siblings were to walk, we always had to have a dog. Always had a dog. And our dogs were always big growing up. So it's like we're always trained to be like, okay, you gotta look at your surroundings, no headphones in. And if you do have your headphones in, it's gotta be super low. You gotta look around, you gotta see who's behind. Like that's one thing I was always taught is always be careful whoever's behind you. If you see someone behind, let them pass you, but never let someone stay behind you for too long. So like, I mean, my parents were very like super vigilant about that. In situations like this, I mean, there's a reason why. But you know what's interesting? I remember I was watching a documentary, right? And this documentary was about like this guy who was like robbing people or stealing people. And he was talking about the targets that he goes after when he like robs or steals or he's trying to do something bad. bads. They always look for the weakest target. So they look for that's why like in a lot of like these superhero movies, like who do you see like the robber stealing the purse from? Old lady, someone that obviously can't. So I mean, it was obvious that he was like that he chose her for that specific reason, is what it seems like. Because if you look at it, there was other people on the train, but he only did it when he saw her walk in. So number one, maybe is that someone that he was looking at for a while, or was he just waiting for someone who's weak? Is what I was thinking. Because I mean, obviously, let's be honest, she was a small, frail white girl.
Yeah, it's a good question. It's a good question. Had a big dude sat in front of him, would he have done it? I can't definitively say he would not have done it.
You don't think so?
I don't know. He may have done it. I agree with what you're saying that typically weaker targets are the ones that are targeted, but what I guess I'm trying to get at is he just seemed like he was just hell bent on doing that to somebody, and whoever was about to sit down in that seat in front of him was about to get it.
Oh, so you thought anyone that sat?
It was so random. Like, it's so random.
Took it out. Yeah.
It's almost like he's just like, all right, whatever. I mean, like, what was even the purpose of that? I don't get it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Was he hearing something that made him like?
I don't know, maybe voices in his head. He might actually be.
I'm saying like, what? Like, I don't get it. Was they say senseless and random? Like, this is literally the definition of senseless and random.
Yeah.
Unless he actually knew her somehow, but I don't think they didn't know each other.
Yeah, it was just weird. The look on his face was weird too.
The look on his face was weird.
It was weird.
That's what I'm saying. He looked weird. He looked like
he's possessed, or he had some voices in his head.
He was off.
Anyway, throw him in the fire pit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, honestly,
I have no remorse for people who commit senseless violence. It's one thing. Listen, I don't condone any kind of violence, like even between two gang members, but at least they know what they signed up.
That's true.
You know, but when you're hurting civilians, people who are just like walking around, especially come back from work, come on, man. Like, nah, throw them in the fire pit, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I'm a firm believer that, like, hey, if we don't do it in America, ship them to some place that will.
Funny you say that, because like some places where I think mob justice works better than this is, because sometimes it's like you need to just. This is gonna sound. Sometimes you gotta take the trash out, bro. Like, you can't continue to release it back into the streets and be surprised when stuff like this happens.
Exactly. I mean, bro, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting that you have people like that are just like, if something is wrong with you internally, okay, fine. Like, that's yourself. You don't have to take it out on someone else.
All right. Listen, there are some proponents of being soft on crime, and I haven't done my research, but I'm assuming it's because they want people to have a second chance and not be.
They want to rehabilitate.
Yeah, and not have your life thrown away over certain things. Now, get it. If you're a petty offender, not saying you should go steal from grocery store or corner stores or anything. I don't think you should do that at all. But I understand where someone might say, okay, listen, he's a kid, he's a young guy or a young girl. They stole something. Why are you throwing the book at him? Give him fine. But for people that are committing heinous, violent crimes, I don't know. There's always context, okay? Even with the most crazy of crimes, there's always context, right? There's always nuance.
Yeah.
But at some point in time, it's like,
I mean, dude, it's obvious. Like, the way that he did it, he's walking around with a bloody knife and then like just kind of like, I mean, dude, he's out of his mind.
Right.
He's out of his mind. I mean, I don't know, man. This is just so sad. It's ridiculous. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes I watch these clips in America and it feels like it's in a third world. It really does. like what's going on? You got like just weird stuff like this happening.
Yeah, I don't actually know what's going on, to be honest with you.
Yeah, guys, ultimately I'm going to say that this is a awful decision. He should definitely be behind bars or thrown into the fire pit. Either one. You got to say.
Let me see. Is there anything else about like? All right, so I guess we kind of called it a little bit. Let me see if I can zoom in just a bit, guys, so we can hear what this man has to say is the reason he did what he did. And you can probably all guess what he said. So, accused killer, accused, really? Did we not all just see the video?
Right.
Like, what is accused killer Decarlos Brown Jr. told his family he stabbed Ukrainian refugee Iryna, I don't want to just mispronounce her last name, to death on board a train in Charlotte because he believed she was reading his mind. His sister has claimed. That's his chilling words from jail are revealed. So, and let me be honest, whenever he looked to the left out the window of the train, he was mumbling something to himself. It looked like. And after he finished mumbling something, he kind of pulled out the knife and like almost as if being instructed to do something.
He's out of his mind.
Yeah,
he still needs to go in the fire pit.
Of course, no, yeah, we're definitely not in any way. Oh man, there's so many things about this story that you could bring up. The conversation about mental health, the conversation about repeat offenders, the conversation about being
why he's allowed to like.
There's a lot of conversations that come out of it. Why he's allowed to what?
How does he get free? Like, how does no one know this? Like, as someone who commits that many offenses, how does no one know that? Like, he's off.
Well, again, that goes back to the conversation about repeat offenders and the conversation about, okay, like you just said, he has a violent criminal past. He has history of mental illness. I mean, there has to be something in place to, help these people or prevent them from doing stuff like this. This is above my pay grade, dude. I just sorry this happened. So, but yeah, just a terrible decision, man. I don't know.
All right, decision makers, leave a like, leave a comment, and let us know what you think the penalty should be.